If all goes as planned, SpaceX will reach a significant milestone on its way to Mars this year. Starship prototypes have only taken a few low-altitude flights from Earth's surface so far, but the vehicle is on track to earn orbital wings in the near future, according to SpaceX founder and CEO Elon Musk. At this point, I'm very confident that we'll go to orbit this year, Musk said during a live-streamed Starship update from Starbase, SpaceX's facility in South Texas, near the Gulf Coast hamlet of Boca Chica Village, on Thursday night. SpaceX is developing Starship, which will transport humans and goods to the Moon, Mars, and other deep space destinations. The system is made up of two parts: a massive first-stage rocket known as Super Heavy, and an upper-stage spacecraft known as Starship. A Starship vehicle towers around 390 feet above the Earth when fully stacked. This is the tallest rocket ever built. The previous record holder, NASA's Saturn V moon rocket, stood 363 feet tall. According to Musk, the thrust of the Starship will be more than twice that of the classic Saturn V. Both the Super Heavy and the Starship are intended to be fully and quickly reusable, a cost-cutting innovation that Musk and SpaceX think will revolutionize spaceflight and exploration. If all goes well, each Starship vehicle, for example, will be able to launch from Earth's surface every 6 to 8 hours, and each Super Heavy will be able to do so almost every hour, on missions delivering up to 150 tons of payload to orbit, Musk said. Such astronomical flight rates would significantly reduce permission costs. It may be as cheap as a few $1,000,000 each flight, or as little as $1 million every flight, Musk speculated. By space standards, these are ridiculously low numbers. If Starship can even come close to those cost and cadence figures, Musk's and SpaceX's long-held objective of Mars colonization becomes a viable possibility. According to the billionaire entrepreneur, humanity will need to carry approximately 1 million tons of stuff to Mars in order to create a self-sustaining city there. Musk stated, "Starship is capable of achieving it, and I believe we should endeavor to do it as quickly as possible." The window of opportunity could be open for a long time, which I hope it is, but it could equally be open for a short time. SpaceX's latest Raptor engine powers the Super Heavy and Starship. According to Musk, SpaceX designed Raptor with Mars in mind. The engine consumes liquid oxygen and liquid methane, propellants that can be found on the Red Planet. Musk's presentation on Thursday was his first in-depth Starship update in more than 2 years. He previously provided one in September 2019, so he had some new information to share. For example, Musk stated that Super Heavy will have 33 Raptors in the future, an increase from the previous number of 29, which was 29. Musk noted that the final Starship vehicle will most likely get a power boost as well, going from 6 Raptors to 9. He spoke in front of the fully stacked Starship, known as Booster 4 and Ship 20, that will perform the program's maiden orbital test flight. SpaceX hopes to have the vehicle ready to fly by the end of the month when the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration will complete its environmental review of Starbase. During a project update at the company's Starbase facility in South Texas on February 10, 2022, Elon Musk reveals SpaceX's newest plans to launch its new Starship rocket in 2022. However, if the agency decides that an EIS is required, SpaceX has various flight choices. Musk stated that the business already has the required clearances to launch Starship from its facilities at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida, though it still has to construct a launch and catch tower for the vehicle there. So I believe our worst-case scenario is that we would be delayed for 6 to 8 months to construct the Cape Launch Tower and launch from there, he said, referring to Cape Canaveral in Florida. And Starbase and KSC will not be the sole locations for Starship launches. SpaceX is converting 2 decommissioned deepwater oil rigs into offshore launch platforms called Phobos and Deimos, after Mars' 2 moons. The initial few orbital flights of Starship may not go exactly as planned. A crash here and there during the program's early test campaign is to be expected, Musk added. We'll almost certainly lose a couple automobiles along the road. It took us 14 or 15 attempts with Falcon 9 to safely land the first booster. He was referring to SpaceX's workhorse Falcon 9 rocket, which has successfully landed roughly 100 boosters to date. "I don't think we'll need as many with Starship because we have that experience," he said. However, it's far from assured that it will work the first time. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. What are your views about this? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.